Welcome back, everybody. You got Will and I-Man here from the Block Runner, MetaZone, Rovi, and MScribe, and today we're going to be talking about the base ecosystem.
Time to get based, finally.
We got some picks.
We got some picks.
Lottery picks, dude.
If you want to view it that way.
No, not at all. This is fundamental analysis to its deepest extent, dude.
I would say so.
Yeah.
If you were to attribute anything, like leave us a YouTube channel review, like, these guys have fundamental value to the deepest extent.
Yes.
That
That should be our tagline, dude.
I don't know. You guys let us know how fundamental we've been to your crypto journeys thus far, right? But nonetheless, you're right. We're going to keep doing what we've been doing, and we've been talking about the conceptual understanding of like what ICM means, Internet Capital Markets, and how it's like permeating, right? It's kind of like
it's growing. It's like a virus. It's just like it's multiplying.
Yeah, it's like a virus and understanding like what it is we're all kind of like up to and how to maximize the utilization of these new technical financial rails that are on chain.
Yeah, why shouldn't we price the internet, dude?
You have price reality.
You have a
not
post.
Even
you have a post, just put a chart to it, right?
Yeah, why not?
A tweet, let's chart it.
Yeah, we kind of already do that in a sense, but like through different mechanisms, right? Like liking things.
Yeah, that's right.
Or just
retweeting.
Engaging with things. This is all very valuable data, but these are centralized forces that leverage these market signals
for their own gain.
Well, yeah, but to create the proper incentive loops to attract, creators, whatever, users at the end of the day. Yeah. To strengthen their platforms, their companies, and such, and to, like you're saying, increase their revenues.
Yeah, and then they're supporting the creators by giving like 1 or 2% of their profits.
Hey, but it works out well, right? I see every creator with like a $10 million mansion in Miami, right?
It's true. I guess it depends where you're creating, though.
I don't know.
Right? I mean, if it's YouTube, you're getting 30%.
And you're also talking about 50%. Like literally the elite of the elite in the creator class, right? It's like maybe less than 0.5%.
Yeah.
Actually make that kind of money.
Yeah, and as AI starts to really proliferate, all of a sudden the internet is an actual gig economy, right? Tweets, you make money by tweeting, you make money obviously making videos, and it's literally everything.
Yeah. Yeah, so it seems like Web3's up to potentially flipping these models in some shape or form, right? To kind of, again, create another layer of market signaling that's not just like data dependent based on like user activity. It's like directly very explicit market signals, financial signals, right? Like
trading view charts.
Yeah, put your money to work within these on-chain systems, and it's so frictionless these days and so fluid. It might not even feel like you're like financially committed to anything, like but it's definitely different as opposed to just liking things, right? This is a freemium activity.
Yeah.
But you tend not to get like an actual direct reward from that.
It's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've talked about this a lot on Solana, kind of like it's happening a lot there with, proliferation of Pump.fun and now other markets like Believe and such. So we mentioned Doppler Protocol on the horizon, kind of like taking these mechanisms and attempting to apply them to Base and other Ethereum native ecosystems, right? So.
Yeah. So let's take a look here. So we're looking at a tweet by Mary. It says, if you're building in crypto, you must build with the assumption that in 6 to 9 months, everything will be tokenized and traded on-chain. Doppler Protocol induces a Cambrian explosion of on-chain assets issuance and allows internet native value to be priced organically. All right, so here are the different options, and let's move on here. So Whetstone Research is laying the foundation of the future of financial markets.
Why did that make you chuckle? What the fuck? Okay.
From releasing the initial white paper to production, Doppler is powering the top-tier applications like Ohara and Zora. And so here's a roadmap. And so they've already accomplished a few check marks here.
Yeah. I mean, we saw Zora kind of take a lot of mind share, I think like a month or so ago with the whole Coin It movement.
Yeah, they're battling Pump Fun there pretty hard.
Yeah, it got a lot of momentum, Jesse Pollock, and, really pushed and emphasized the prospect of content coins. Of course, it was before, like, they did a TGE around this with their own coin, so, motivations are, fluid in this market, but nonetheless, it's still like a showcase product, I would say, that emerged from base. But yeah, I didn't really know that Doppler was on the back end to it all, right? Because it's not clear.
Yeah, it's not obvious.
Yeah, it wasn't definitely obvious, but if you tinkered with the interface, it was pretty fluid. They abstracted away a lot of the Web3 complexities that you see like on other platforms. Like they definitely hid the bonding curve from the user, right? I didn't even know.
Yeah, I don't think it's really important to show bonding curves and stuff.
It depends on what kind of user you are, right? Like if you're like a hardcore degen, you might want to know like what is the status, the progress of like who is in the bonding curve and what position of ownership and such. But if you're like a normie and you're trying to like identify more of like a social media type experience, but again benefit from the Web3 rails, like me engaging with some content might mean I hit like an accidental 1000x.
Yeah.
You might want to abstract some of those details away. Right?
That's true. Yeah. So they have a little short tweet thread that explains kind of the roadmap here. But let's move on. Ohara.
Yeah, what is Ohara? That was like the main mentioned other platform utilizing Doppler's bonding curve tech.
Yeah, so on the website here, this is a vibe coding site where you launch a token against your vibe coded app. And there's a couple of examples here, like AI chat assistant. So Brian on Farcaster.
Brian Armstrong?
Yeah, I don't know if it's the
like
Armstrong. It's
Brian
probably
Armstrong?
Not, but...
Let's assume it is, though, just for...
That would be cool, but... yeah,
probably not. If it was him, I think Ohara would probably be, like, way bigger than it is.
A billion status?
Yeah, potentially.
So this Brian launched an advanced AI assistant, and I'm assuming, like, that was the prompt.
That is a pretty basic prompt, would you say?
Yeah, OpenAI Chat API Route Handler.
Jeez.
So it's a front end that is using ChatGPT's API, where you're just chatting with ChatGPT in a different front end.
Boo. No thanks.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't.
Yeah.
The idea here is this like a good vibe coded app? I would vote no, right?
I would vote no as well, but it's in the trending app. So
is it?
Yeah.
Where?
Number 3.
What's the market cap? Whoa, dude.
168,000.
Maybe that is the real Brian Armstrong then. That would be the only explanation.
Yeah, it could be.
I think
I'm not on Farcaster, so I don't know. So if you guys, well, Brian is created a chess game, so
damn, dude, he's killing it.
Brian, you should go to work, dude. Stick with Coinbase.
Yeah, for real. But this kind of paints the picture, right? As far as, so what do? You come here, you prompt up the best app experience you can imagine.
Yeah,
and it seems like every week, the potential seems to be growing as far as what it is you can't concoct, or what you can concoct through leveraging prompting, right? You have first-hand experience with this. You can do quite a bit.
Yeah,
right?
I do a lot of vibe coding in my day these days.
Do you think you could piece together a pretty useful power app here, potentially?
Yes. The answer is yes.
Okay. That's really all I need to hear, right? As far as like trying to deduce like a potential future outlook for all this stuff.
Yeah, what I found from vibe coding is that it'll give you a pretty good skeleton of an app, but you still need to go in there and tinker with the code.
Yeah, in other words, what you're saying is you got to put in some work.
You do.
You can't just like expect magic from like a prompt. You got to prompt and then iterate further.
Yeah, and if you're not familiar with actual development, you're going to have to learn some stuff, right? If you want your app to be really good. If not, then it's gonna do something like this.
What's happening there, dude?
It's just a cat.
That's it. Zoom in on that cat, dude. Is it doing anything?
It's moving around.
It's moving. All right. I mean, that's $1 billion vibe code app if I ever seen one, dude. And that's kind of the
something's missing here.
That's kind of the it factor around this whole idea and concept, right? If we've weaponized meme creation and created quite a thriving market out of that.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, I could see somehow like this going viral just because of the mundaneness of it all.
It's very calming, soothing.
Call it like, soothe cat, or like, the objective here is literally just to keep your eyes on the cat.
Yeah, TJ, you've seen the episode on Black Mirror where this was relevant, right?
Right.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Oh, I have.
First, there's one cat I'm in.
And then what? Many cats appear?
And many cats.
Not only that, they become sentient.
Oh, hell yeah. Now I'm in.
I know. It was
Yeah.
a good episode.
See, that's what I'm talking about. You can vibe code that. It's like you have to stay attuned because at any random interval of time, this thing can
It's like
display some kind of
emotions.
something of sentience.
Yeah.
And if you miss it, you miss it.
Yeah. And then it's like price number go down.
Right. So here you go, right? This is the point of this all. It's experiment and tinker.
All right.
See if you can create something of interest.
Public service announcement for try Ohara. Every app built by Ohara is a default a mini app on Farcaster. So how crazy is that? So yeah, I guess these what looks like tweets are Farcaster posts.
Yeah, so it's another differentiator because there are other vibe coding. Actually, there's I think several of them now. I think the first one we ever talked about was dev.fun on Solana.
Yeah.
But there are several, and I think we'll see more because I think this will grow as people start, here's a demonstration of some vibe coded, game apps, mobile apps. And I mean, these look like things I would imagine people to be playing like regularly,
Yeah. I mean, your thesis, we were talking about this offline, but your thesis is that someone could vibe code a viral app like Flappy Bird.
Right.
Yeah.
Or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's the only viral sensation that I can recall that's like
Very simplistic.
I didn't understand the appeal of it at the time. I mean, you're just flapping a bird trying to get through tubes or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was huge. Like, that went insane.
It was,
right?
yeah. I mean, the dev was making like $100K a day from ads.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So that's what's up for grabs here is the potential for somebody to recreate that lightning in the bottle moment. Vibe coding is becoming more accessible and more powerful over time, right? So at some point, this could be a very common activity for most of us, right?
Yeah, I think the final form of these AI developed apps are the deployment within like the Apple ecosystem and Android.
Yeah, it needs to be TikTok like
accessible.
As whatever the tools to creating a TikTok are. I don't know. I've never made a TikTok myself.
You haven't danced on TikTok, dude?
No, I have not.
What
dude.
a shame.
I haven't flexed my skills yet. I'm waiting for the right time, obviously. But I heard TikTok would be the place to do that, right?
100 million nat market cap
I'll do it at.
or $1 billion?
I'll do it at 100 million.
100.
Yeah, if we get Nat to 100 million, I'll definitely do a TikTok dance for
You're
you
gonna
guys.
floss
for
on
sure.
on TikTok.
Oh, we'll figure something out, dude. I don't know about flossing. It's a little outdated,
Oh, is it?
I got way more
Even more
swag
skills.
than that, dude. Fucking floss, dude. It's not 2019, dude. Come on, man. But yeah, so hopefully, I think that's what we're waiting for, right? More vibe coding breakthroughs.
Right,
And
right.
That's what all these capital markets, right? You could tokenize almost any activity at this point. but
Sure.
You've got to have a viral breakthrough that kind of like Trojan horses the rest of the world to come and partake.
Yeah,
right?
you know what activity needs like refresh? A refresh?
Learning,
That's a good one.
education, I guess.
It's a very good one, but I was going to say music.
I think so. Yeah, we talked about this recently. Music seems kind of right now.
I would
feel
say
like-
so, yeah.
I feel like we're stuck in the mud. It's really hard. If you think about it, it's like music.
Yeah, the last time
Typically,
music was good was Post Malone Sensation, and then it kind of died off since then.
I guess. But you typically tend to, it's like every decade there's like a new model of music culture that
Yeah.
kind of gets ushered in. I feel like that hasn't happened in a while. It's like
Right.
we've been kind of stuck in like the trap reality. It's just like nothing but trap music, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. So maybe, what we need is more.
Experimentation in the music space.
I agree. Yeah, this is good.
So we got Coop here. He says, never going to stop fighting for on-chain music. There's a huge stigma around music NFTs. Crypto natives have completely written them off, and music fans think NFTs are a scam. New chapter starts using Doppler Protocol. So Cooper Music, and we have one more tweet here. We launched coins for viral songs on Cooper Music. 3 out in the wild today on Base. Next wave starts in July.
Powered by Doppler.
All right.
Here we go. We got more demonstrations of Doppler's technology, right? So think Doppler, think Meteora, think Radium. It's like in the same realm of functional,
Yeah, internet
value
capital
add.
and internet capital market mechanics.
Yeah, but if you boil that down to what that really means is like developer access, right? Because
Yeah.
you don't want developers to have to reinvent the wheel every time they want to build an app.
Yeah.
So we need people like Doppler and Radium and Meteora to build the right tools for devs to quickly spin up, new platforms.
Yeah. So we need to look into this deeper because we have activity in trades, right? They're trading this fungible token, I would assume, but they also have collectors.
Well, I don't think they're fungible tokens yet. Remember, this started as an NFT music platform.
Oh, right.
So there's still like an NFT mode. So
I see. Okay.
I think they're calling them song coins.
Okay.
Song coins don't officially come until July, right? That's what I'm picking up from these tweets.
Yeah. So now with Doppler, they get to access that mechanic where trades fund the creator.
Exactly. Yeah. If you keep going down here to these tweets. So we got the next one, Upside.fun.
So launching on June 10th. So that's tomorrow, actually.
Yeah. So I've been kind of keeping my eyes on this one, just because seems like it's got a lot of hype around it. It's got some good investors and backers to it.
Yeah. So one of them is Arthur Hayes.
Correct.
All right. So what does that look like? We have a 1-minute video that we don't have time to show, but it's pretty good.
It's funny, and it's definitely kind of like making a mockery a bit of like crypto trench culture and such, but at the same time also injecting like an ethos of empowerment, I guess, where it's like
it's very. I listened to it while you were playing it. And it sounded very kind of inspirational.
Yeah, it's like we're all autismo, retardio, whatever EO, Laudio, Fulios out here in these crypto markets, but. Let's treat the internet as it's like the new Wall Street, right? What is their tagline? It's like day trade the internet, I think is what it's called.
Day trade the internet.
So it's getting crazy here, dude. So I think our prediction's coming true. It seems every day. I think the furtherization of tokenizing like the world seems to be catching grip.
Yeah. All right. So tweet by Upside. Here's you buy, sell upvotes. Price starts at $0.01 per upvote, and you can sell them anytime. Once you get in, you will generate an invite code that gives you 50% rev share. And there's a 5-minute auction when a tweet is first shared to prevent snipes.
That's pretty interesting. So they have their own little sniper prevention model, I guess.
Yeah. And you're right. Today, we are liking tweets and retweeting it at no cost, off-chain activity, but they're making it on-chain in terms of, if you like this, you're going to actually buy this.
Yeah, you're going to put your money to your, put your
money where your tweets are, where your likes are.
Something like that. Yeah, which I think,
that's interesting.
It has viability to it. Like I said, it's a much more explicit market signal. Yeah, I think that can be.
I feel like this
further utilized.
You might not want to, tweet trash in this case, right? Or like what would elicit you to purchase a tweet message? I guess the expectation of virality.
Yeah, like whenever Elon posted a few days ago, right? Or what do you say? It's like time to drop the big bomb.
Yeah.
Trump's a pedophile, basically.
And
then he deleted it.
Oh, he deleted it.
He did delete that tweet, by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up, but
yeah, but imagine speculating on that. That's because now it's gone off of Twitter, but still, it remains in the market.
It's
like
true. What does that mean?
The aura of that tweet, the meme of it, it's still market worthy, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. What does that mean? I don't know. That's the whole point of the experiment, right?
Yeah.
See what the value arrives to.
All right, so FOMO cashier, Taurus is interesting. Taurus is solving the biggest problem in crypto, figuring out who actually knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
Twitter is a chaos right now. Random anons calling perfect tops with experts getting liquidated daily. Shout out James. Zero accountability for James. That's his name, James, right? The guy who got liquidated by $84 million. I
think so. James win?
Yeah.
Yeah, James doesn't win. Actually.
Zero accountability for bad calls, no way to track. Introducing Taurus Network. Here's a summary. Swarms will automatically track every prediction across social media, verify outcomes, and build reputation scores by topic. This is cool because a lot of people make those predictions. Sometimes you're right, and the creator of said prediction really pumps it up, the fact that they were right. But 99% of the time they're wrong, and nobody remembers those.
Correct. Yeah, I think this. So once this team or organization kind of like started to piggyback on, the recent announcement of Polymarket partnering with Twitter,
Yeah.
I think they've recognized like this is a killer showcase for what it is they're trying to put together here. But it's very deep, and we're gonna do a full video on this project in particular because it deserves it, right? But we've seen the market signals ourselves. Some people are saying this potentially like could be as big as the next potential. I've seen that. So when people tend to tell things like this,
That's
I pay
hyperbolic.
attention.
It's hyperbolic, but okay.
Yeah, but it's nonetheless, it's worthy of a deep dive.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like you're saying, given Friday's big news on Polymarket integrating with X, which is very interesting, it's a good moment to give more focus on what's coming to Taurus, and there's a whole blog.
Yeah, so you just off of this, you would assume Taurus is like some purpose-built prediction AI market, but it's not. I think it's broader than that. It's like a whole generalized system for like, I guess, efficient organization to occur.
Yeah.
And I don't know. You just click on this little icon here at the top of the website. Kind of gives you like an intro spiel if you want to go and kind of read through it.
It says Taurus is an open-ended experiment to encode biology's principle of autonomy and self-organization into an L1 stake anchored agentic protocol, perpetually producing novelty.
I mean, that's good enough for me, dude. I don't really need to read much more. I'm interested.
Yeah,
right?
I'm hooked. I want to learn more.
Yeah, so we'll make a video on this in the coming days, lads. But again, another market signal here. Price action seems to be returning.
Mm-hmm.
I think this project launched probably like at the peak of the AI mania, you would say, right? January,
yeah.
This is when the whole market started to crumble. So it's did what pretty much every other AI coin has done, but it's showing some strength here and potential, comeback. So we're gonna do some more due diligence. But yeah, can't forget about Bankerbot. This is probably like the first real project that attracted. No. Virtuals was the first project that kind of like made us aware that there's
stuff on base.
Yeah, and then you saw Bankerbot and Clanker, and we're like, you got to keep an eye on this. Right?
Yeah, Banker's coming to the Coinbase wallet. You'll be able to leverage the power of Banker via secure encrypted messaging powered by XMTP. This is a huge milestone for Banker and crypto AI agents. With this integration, Banker can help you trade using your existing wallet without leaving the app. That's great. You fund the wallet. It's your custody. It's your custody wallet, and you can use an AI to trade. Right? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty big breakthrough for Banker itself. Oh, look at that. Another chart showing strength. So
yeah,
there's several signals here, to start paying attention to base again, whether it's for the AI purposes or the expansion of internet capital markets in the base ecosystem. What else, dude? What else could we possibly be missing? Culture coins, song coins, content coins.
I don't know, man. I don't think we're missing anything else. It's just like we have forum coins, forum posts. Each post is a coin. Oh, man. I don't know. We're starting to run out of internet surface area, dude.
Yeah, I agree. Let's start like a new trend, like bio coins.
Oh, yeah.
Or.
Well, we have science coins already, right?
We need family coins. So we can start speculating on
our forum family members. Like,
yeah.
This kid is definitely going to be a failure. I'm going to sell that one.
Pretty much, I guess. It's like, are his parents still together? Yes. It's like, all right, bullish. Bullish.
Yeah. Are they still alcoholics? Yes. Like, sell.
God damn. That's pretty rough, but I mean.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
But that is what it is, right?
Hey, that's got to be a Black Mirror episode, right?
It's on its way.
I would imagine so.
Yeah, it's on its way.
All right, that's it for us, guys. If we missed anything in the base ecosystem, let us know in the comment section below. And if we missed anything that is interesting, that is popping out there, please also put it in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.